Welcome to Ki Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. When Taehyung of BTS appeared at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, it was as if time itself slowed down. The stadium lights flickered like stars, bowing in his honor, and every pair of eyes turned toward him. The world seemed to pause, united in awe of his presence. Wearing the iconic white Dodgers jersey, Taehyung walked with quiet confidence, each step radiating both humility and majesty. It wasn't just a baseball game anymore. It became a stage, and the man walking on the green grass was the star everyone had been waiting for. His arrival was not ordinary. This was a moment carved into history, a scene destined to be replayed endlessly on screens and in memories. Taehyung didn't just enter a stadium, he commanded the entire atmosphere. From the first second his shoes touched the grass, his aura filled the space. It was a rare mix of power and softness, of calm authority and playful charm. Even those who didn't know him couldn't deny the magnetic pull he carried. His smile appeared briefly, almost like a secret gift to the crowd. But in those few seconds, thousands of hearts melted. Fans cried without shame, overwhelmed by a happiness too big to contain. Television cameras followed his every move, refusing to miss a single glance, a single gesture. Media outlets already knew. This wasn't just news. It was the story of the year. Reporters whispered to one another, their voices filled with disbelief. The most handsome guest in Dodgers Stadium history, one said. Another compared him to a Hollywood legend stepping straight out of the silver screen. And indeed, he looked like one. The bright lights reflected in his eyes, his features sculpted by the California sun. It was as though the universe had painted him perfectly for this moment. The stands erupted. Chants of "Taehyung, Taehyung" echoed louder than cheers for the game itself. Fans waved banners, light sticks, and even handmade posters, desperate to be noticed by the man who already noticed them in his heart. Social media exploded. Hashtags spread like wildfire, making his name trend globally within minutes. Before the first pitch was even thrown, Taehyung had already won the night. His jersey carried the number 7, a choice that pierced armies with emotion. It wasn't just a number, it was a promise, a reminder that BTS would always be 7, no matter the distance, no matter the circumstances. Fans online wept as they typed messages of gratitude. He never forgets them, one fan wrote. Even in a foreign land, he carries BTS and army with him. Then came the sweetest surprise. As cameras zoomed in on his flawless face, he lifted his hands and made a heart, a simple, universal gesture. But from him, it felt like poetry spoken without words. Within minutes, the clip traveled across the globe, racking up millions of views. Armies everywhere replayed it endlessly, finding comfort in the warmth of his silent, "I love you." American reporters, unfamiliar with the depth of K-pop devotion, found themselves swept away. One wrote, "This wasn't a Dodgers game, it was Taehyung's night." The line went viral, celebrated by fans everywhere. Even Dodgers players couldn't help but notice. Some chuckled, shaking their heads, as they realized the thunderous cheers weren't for them, but for the man who had turned a baseball diamond into his own runway. There was one tender moment when cameras caught him nervously adjusting his necklace, his hand brushing his neck. Fans cherished it, proof that even global superstars carry human vulnerability. And that was the magic. Taehyung didn't need to pretend. Every small movement, every shy glance felt authentic. He wasn't performing, he was simply being, and that was enough to captivate the world. His photos flooded the internet, painting timelines with his golden visuals. Hashtags like #Taehyung at Dodger Stadium dominated the trends. Some fans even joked that the game itself had become irrelevant. Fashion magazines took note of his subtle gold necklace, praising his ability to look effortlessly luxurious. "Simple yet deadly," one magazine described. That was V's style. Quiet elegance, that spoke louder than extravagance. Fans traveled from across continents for this moment. One army confessed she had flown thousands of miles just to witness him throw the first pitch. "It was worth every sacrifice," she cried, clutching her fan sign. Ticket prices had surged when rumors of his arrival spread. Economists compared his impact to that of world-class athletes, noting that his mere presence could transform a sports event into a cultural milestone. For locals who had never heard of BTS, it was an awakening. "I came for the game," one American viewer admitted, "but I left as his fan." His charm, they realized, required no translation. Even after he left the field, his name lingered across global platforms for more than 12 hours, an extraordinary feat that outshined many Hollywood icons. His influence was undeniable. That night, Dodger Stadium transformed. It wasn't just a sports venue anymore. It became a stage for history. Fans left knowing they had witnessed something unrepeatable. Taehyung turning an ordinary game into a golden memory. And so, the world remembers. In Los Angeles, under the bright lights of Dodgers Stadium, Kim Taehyung once again proved he was more than a singer, more than an idol. He was, and is, a global legend, capable of stopping time with nothing more than his presence.